Hey everybody, it's Eric Stark with the Smart RVer podcast, and today we're going to present another Fast Tip Friday and talk about auto changeover regulators, which most RV travel trailers have. So I'm sure you recognize this guy. Now, just so you know, we have a phone in here. We're dealing with propane, so we got to be safe. Safety first, right? We got an open flame behind us, but don't worry about that. We're very safe here at the Smart RVer podcast. So one of the things you need to know is that, well, so many of these things come on RVs and they're junk. This one's actually from a recall that, oh man, this is a couple years ago. Hundreds of thousands of RVs were recalled with this regulator on it. So they'd replace the regulator and the line. So this is actually a real recall one. This is a defective unit. It looks brand new, right? Well, it is. So you got to wonder, how many of them didn't get recalled? How many of you out there are driving around one of these things on there? Potential for danger, right? Well, more importantly, let's talk about something else. Well, actually, these regulators can be a problem. When you buy regulators for your RV, do not buy some cheap brand. Avoid the Jungle website. Buy quality. If you can get an auto changeover regulator for like $29, be leery of it. If it's not a brand name, be leery of it. Your life and your family's life is in the hands of this regulator. And look, this is, well, I'm not going to say it's a regular brand. Remember, manufacturers of RVs, they don't buy the good expensive stuff. They buy the cheap things. How much is that regulator? $8. We'll take 10,000 of them. That's how they roll. So anyway. Now, one of the things, too, you need to know is this is what comes on those regulators. Very nice. In fact, these come on most travel trailers made today. So this, no joke, is a line that's 2 years old. So the guy goes into his RV to turn on his furnace. The furnace doesn't come on. Checks his stove. The stove doesn't come on. Checks his water heater. The water heater doesn't come on. He goes out to the RV, and this is what he has. This is hooked up to the regulator. This is hooked up to the tank. And they're like that. They're not together. This is supposed to go inside here. It's supposed to look like that. Get it? Well, it didn't. So this thing blew apart, if you will. The crimp still looks decent. Brand new hose. What the heck went wrong? It's a low quality hose. These hoses are what I call plastic hoses. They call them thermoplastic or something. These things are garbage. You know, it has all the right stuff on the label. Oh, this hose is official. Oh man, this hose will never fail me. It'll last forever. Nah, they all have that. This hose has all the official crap on it too. Oops, pardon my language there. Might be children watching. It has all the important stuff on the label as well. This hose is no good. This came off of my RV. Brand new RV, 2022, and I took this off a year ago. It started leaking almost immediately, so I put on 2 new hoses, not just one. Whenever you replace one hose, replace the other one, always put 2. And I put hoses on that I made. It's important that you do that. Put on good quality hoses. They're hard to find. They really are. And I'm not going to name any brands here because I'm not going to get into the brand thing with propane lines, but I know the hoses we make here work. And manufacturers really have problems. There's another video I've done showing this hose. Came out of my 2022 Heartland as well. This went to the furnace. That's how it came out. It was kinked underneath the line. So it's important you check for things like that. That shouldn't be kinked. This line is ready to start leaking as well. That's in another video, so all the details are there. But when it comes to your regulators, when it comes to your propane hoses, make sure they're good quality. Check them for leaks and check them regularly. If you use your RV a lot during the summertime or wintertime, whatever, if you're living in it, check it weekly. If you're not living in it but use it, check it before you leave. Check for leaks. Pull on this line. See what happens. See if you got a leak. You don't want this to happen to you. This is very dangerous. These types of leaks are extremely dangerous. Even with modern tanks that are going to cut down the flow, you still don't want just propane pumping out. And that's exactly what happened to this one. The guy's tank was empty because of this. So he lost all of his propane, which we know isn't cheap anymore. But that's beside the point. The safety issue is the deal here. So check your propane lines. Check your regulator. See if there's a recall. If you go to the transportation website, you can actually find the numbers of this recall. It's just type in RV regulator recall and it'll come up. And it'll show you the numbers. You might have one of these and you need to replace it. Even if you don't do it under warranty, just replace it. In fact, forget the warranty. The dealerships turn into a hassle. Just do the warranty, do it yourself. Pay the bucks and be done with it. But anyway, I want to thank you for stopping by. That's our little video here on propane safety and looking out for the problems that might be plaguing your RV. So we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for stopping by.